On this portion of our morning show, in the studio with us is Randy Enos. He is visiting us from Summit Ridge Supper Club. We've had them on the air talking about them for a long time, but we've kind of finally learned about it and some things that are going on this summer. How you doing, Randy?
Oh, great. Good to be here in Richland Center here, guys.
Good to have you on here. People, when they hear your commercial, Summit Ridge, they've had a lot of people say, well, where is that?
I tell you what, we get some feedback up there, too. We've had several people come in, heard about it or been there 100 years ago for a wedding or something, but we bought it 7 years ago and we put it back on the map. So, it's a Waniwak address. We don't advertise Waniwak because we're far from Waniwak. We're right there on Highway 58 between Mauston and Laval up there on the ridge.
It's a little on the hillside there a little bit.
It's a high elevation, 1,292 feet elevation we are. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, we have that on some of our shirts, our elevation. So, yeah.
So you were a farmer?
I still am.
Still am
a farmer. A little bit. Yeah, I grew up on a dairy farm. You know how the dairy farm, and hats off to them, June Dairy Month. But it's a hard life, and it's a struggle, and it's up and down with the prices. Same with the cash crop, and I'm in the cash crop and corn and soybeans, but part ownership in the Summit Ridge too.
Well, tell me how that came about, because you weren't really planning that, were you?
No, not at all. We were. I tell you how it come about 7.5 years ago. We went down to spring break in Florida. There, Terry, Jen, and myself, and Kaylee, their daughter, and we were sitting at the airport waiting for our plane to come in, and I says they had it listed in the Harchie family, and he said, hey, they just lowered the price on the Summit Ridge, and Terry says, well, let's buy it, and I'm like, what? I was a welder at the time, had my own welding business. He worked at a local car dealership as a mechanic, and Jen worked at the hospital. And Kaylee just got out of school, so it was crazy. 4 months later, we had it bought. So it was a learning curve, Phil, that's for sure.
I'll bet it was. I mean, you've really kind of expanded. You've really kind of thought outside the box a little bit, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. We, first we had to get, new owners at the Summit Ridge. That first 6 months was trying for everybody. We gave away a lot of gift certificates because, we're learning how to deal with the people, and the people heard it's new ownership, so they were coming, and we weren't ready for them. But we gave away a lot of gift certificates, and it all worked out good. It's rolling now. Right after we bought it, the flood of 18 hit, and Rock Springs always had a car show, and there was a car show in Mauston there, and Rock Springs got flooded out. No more car show there. The guy that owned the bowling alley in Mauston, there's no longer a bowling alley there. That got tore down, made a gas station. And I said, Terry, our Thursday nights are available. Why don't we try a car show? So we do a car show every Thursday night. Our first one is Sunday of Memorial Day, and our last one is Sunday of Labor Day. And every Thursday night, we have barbecue chicken and live music. And, it's very, very good atmosphere up there.
The chances of you getting flooded at Summit Ridge aren't very good, though.
The other day we had a guy, last Friday, a guy come in with a boat, and I says, you don't have to worry about that. It's not going to get this high.
We'll sure hope not. Heaven help us all.
Oh, boy.
But the car shows, and there's quite a crowd of people.
Phil, I stopped in here, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and our first one is Memorial Day weekend, so you guys threw a couple commercials out there for us, and I tell you what, we knew it was going to be a big one, but it blew us away. Man, Phil, we got filled up. They were double parked all the way down to the neighbors. The neighbors parking them in their yard and, down the four-wheeler trail. And it was just, everybody had a great time. We had the Eric Knopfsinger band. It was a great, great time. Everybody just shook their head in disbelief. But outside, if you haven't ever been there, we did move a grain bin in about 6 miles away and cut the sides of it. And we own that. We open that up and serve soda and beverages out of there. And we call that the Classy Ass Saloon. So, yeah.
So where did you think of that? Did you see that idea for a bar somewhere?
Well, the Pinterest had a lot to do with it, and we had grain bin ideas coming, and then my cousin has several businesses down in Florida, Fort Myers, and he had a bar out on this little island called the Ragged Ass Saloon. So we called him and said, "Hey, would you care if we named it as Classy Ass for, kind of the classy cars, So he didn't care, so that's why we come up with the name.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're going to be doing some things special this weekend, Randy.
Oh, that's 7 years we've been there, Phil.
Yeah.
7 years. So the 14th, I believe, is on a Saturday. We got the Blue Collar 40 band playing. And, I have not heard them personally. I've mentioned it to several people, and they've heard them, and they said they're going to rock the Ridge for us. So we're looking forward to that. We do have a poker run. Just a small one, 7 stops that day only. We do, you got to show up at 10:30, you just get your entry form there at the summit, and then you run around and you come back. I think I seen it's got to be back by 6:30, and Blue Collar is going to start at 8. So we do have the prime rib going on that night, so the dining room will be open, and it's not going to close down, but we're going to have an awesome band outside.
Oh, that's awesome. So do you have a stage out there for the band?
We did. We did pull last Monday, a week ago Monday, we did pull in 2 trailers. We got 7 bands hired the month of June, so it was crazy. Last Thursday we had a car show, and then Friday we had this group, they're against Suicide Prevention Week, so they brought in an awesome band. And they were on the stage, and that was Friday night, and they did some fundraising. It's a good thing because, at suicide prevention, we've all known somebody, and, it touches some hearts, and it touches home with a lot of people, too, because they all know somebody. We all know somebody that it turned out good. Terry, with the Summit Ridge, we bought a bench. And we're going to, July 3rd is one of our bigger car shows. We're going to donate it back and auction it off again. We bought it on an auction, and we're going to auction it off. Last year we did the same thing with a picnic table. Somebody donated it, and his wife's son chose to leave us. Last year it rained on Friday night, so we moved it inside. The crowd kind of left, but we ended up buying it for, $700-800, and we turned around and announced we're going to auction it off the 4th of July car show, and we brought $2,900.
My goodness.
So all the money went to them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's one of the areas you're kind of looking to expand on is to do some causes and help out the community.
We're always there for benefits, and we do a meat raffle benefit for the Laval Fire Department. I think we made, $13,000 last year, something like that. It was good, so yeah, we're up there. People ask us why did you buy the place out in the middle of nowhere? I said, it's the middle of everywhere, guys.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, there's going to be people out there who say, hey, I heard you on radio. So it's good. We get a lot of feedback from down this area. So
that's wonderful.
It's a good little drive up through the valley there to get to Laval and right through Laval and out on 58 towards Mauston.
Well, there are probably a lot of people, Randy, that are just, 58's kind of the super highway between, Mauston and Kaz and Ithaca and all those.
Yes,
so there are probably people that are just out for a drive, and all of a sudden, hey, what's this?
There. Yeah, you're there. So, like I said, Phil, we've gotten, if you've been up to our dining room, I'm usually the loud guy goes around to the tables and down. The first month or two, they'd look at you like, what the heck are you even talking to me for? This ain't right, Well, now you walk by and they're pulling a chair up. Hey, sit down, Randy. So, but we got an awesome staff up there. Terry and Jen bought it. Me and him, or them and I are partners, and they're it's all good. So we got an awesome staff up there, and like I said, the car shows, we have live music all summer long up there. Another thing, Phil, let's touch base on it. I told you we have 7 bands, so we have, I think, 3 of them out of our way already. But the 28th of this month, June 28th, and that's the local 139 poker run. Now, they hooked up with Hogs for Heroes. Everybody knows what Hogs for Heroes are. That's a good organization, motorcycle group. And they hooked up with us last year up there and said, hey, can we have a poker run coming out of, we'd like to leave and come back here to Summit. Yeah, we got the room. So they put a big tent up, and last year it was Mother Nature throwing curveballs at us with the rain and that, and it started raining. They took off, and then it quit, and it turned out to be a beautiful day. They got back about 3:30. Well, then they do the door prizes and the poker hands and that, but then the Hogs for Heroes come in, and they literally give away 2 Harleys to veterans that day at the Summit Ridge. So that's touching. Now, it's not a matter if you're a veteran, you put your name in the bucket and you draw it out. You got to do an essay. And the 2 people, it was a gal and a guy, and the story they had, they deserved it.
Wow. So they write a story about their experiences, and then they turn it in?
They write an essay or story, why they deserve the Harley. The one gal was a nurse in, I believe, Desert Storm, and then come back to abusive relationship and such as that. The guy, gentleman, I think he had 4 tours of Desert Storm, seen a lot. He come back as a policeman here, and make a long story short, I believe his partner got shot and died in his arms. So, they seen a lot, so... they were proud to give them Harleys to them guys.
My goodness, that must be really cool to witness that when they do that.
You don't even need to go on the poker run. I tell you, I called my mother and her friend, and I said, just come on up for the ceremony, and they were glad. He was a retired Local 139, but you do not have to be a Local 139 member to do this. Mm-hmm. It's anybody can do this poker run. So they do 2 groups of motorcycles, so they don't have 300 motorcycles in one group. They'll branch off in 2 different groups, and then they got their route planned. And I think with the rain last year, I know one of their stops was out here with the flags outside of town here.
Oh, sure, yep, at the Legion.
Yeah, at the Legion, and with the rain coming in, they cut that one short. So I know it's on the schedule again this year. So for the motorcycles to pull in there that day, the 28th. So the 4-wheelers, they go in a smaller, different route, but so they don't, clash with each other. So that's a good little deal we got coming up too.
What time is the ceremony when they give away the Hogs?
I think they try to get back around 3:30. So I would think the ceremony is about 4:30 or so, 4:30, but it's open to whoever. It's very touching. It's good. It's and then they have some previous ones that won them there from the year before. They hand the keys to the new guys that receive the bikes. So it's a good deal.
Tell me about the menu at Summit Ridge. Then there's some old family recipes.
Oh my gosh, Phil, it goes back. It's a tradition. Wednesday night, chicken and dumplings. You get a whole half a roasted bird, and then you get homemade dumplings, and then you get a salad with that and homemade soup. So that's on Wednesday night.
Shouldn't go away hungry.
Oh, no. Usually we give away to-go containers to go with it.
I bet.
That's Wednesday night from 4 to 8. And then Thursday night's our car show. We do barbecued chicken while it lasts. They're getting back to Memorial Day. We cooked 4 cases of chicken not knowing, and we were sold out in less than an hour. It's like, wow, we could have did 10 cases, but who knew? But then Friday night's fish fry. Traditional Wisconsin fish fry, and we serve a lot of shrimp, so that's on the menu at all times. And Wednesday night's prime rib. So Sunday we're open. The dining room isn't, but we just have a cook and a bartender, so the high top's out at the bar. You order from the bartender and, just be patient. And they usually run a sandwich special or open-faced sandwich or something on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. So we're open till 8 o'clock on Sunday. Minimum of the kitchen's open till 8 on Sunday night. So the bar's open later if people's around.
Do you get involved in the cooking then, or you're just kind of?
I try not to. Phil. We want to keep it on a good. We want it on a good term. I try to stay out. I'll unthaw stuff for them when they need it and get them stocked up again. But I try to stay away from.
You're just the face of the franchise.
I'm just the loud guy on the floor. So it's tremendous. We can't thank our staff and our the group and the people that come every year, every week, and everything. So we really put the Summit Ridge back on the map.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it's word of mouth too.
Oh yeah,
people say, "Hey, we had a great time. We had great food,
and it tastes good. So let's go
back.
Spread the word." Yeah, but it works the other way too.
Sure,
one bad taste,
it goes the other way fast.
It travels faster than the good taste. It's a shame. It's. Everybody has their down, but if it's something's wrong, let us know.
Right.
That's why I'm around. Is anything wrong? No, and then find out what's going on. I just ask you. So very seldom of that. I mean, when we first opened, yes, it was we had a lot of stuff to correct. But we've been there 7 good long years, but we're still going, and
What about goals, visions for the future? You looking to expand or anything?
I don't know, Phil. I mean, you don't know what's around the corner. I never dreamt 8 years ago that I'd own part ownership of the Summit Ridge. It's Terry and Jen are doing more of the managing of. I kind of grew more into the farming, and I'm still there and still ownership, but. They're a little bit younger than I, and Terry still works a little bit as a mechanic, and it's a full-time job for Jennifer to do the scheduling and stuff. So it's a handful. I think we got once the doors are open, I think we got 13 or so people whenever the doors are open, on a Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday night. So,
well, with the massive events you have, you'd have to have a staff at least that large, wouldn't you?
You do, and the big events. We got, we knew Memorial Day was going to be an awesome. We had 250 cars. That was our record. 2 years ago, Memorial Day, we hit 215. People say there was more than that. We didn't have no more parking. They were parking down in the neighbor's yard. And, we just can't thank people enough, things we could have did different, but you never know. We don't know if they're coming or not, So, unfortunately, they're coming. So, 4th of July, the July 3rd one, that'll be on a Thursday night. That'll be a good car show. We got another fine mess playing there. They're a great band out of Mauston area, and Deadlock is playing Labor Day weekend, and they rock the Ridge for us, to go out of the summer with a bang. So, I appreciate it, and I hear a lot of, like I said, I say it enough, I hear a lot of feedback from down in this area, and not just our restaurant, but your guys as a radio station too. I talked to my buddy kind of runs Laval Telephone, and John, and it's a good family radio station yet.
Yeah, thank you.
I had a gal in there, and they were from a ways away, and they used to listen to this other radio station. I can't say no names, but all of a sudden it got bought out and go bigger, and they said, we found it on the computer, found here, and they're listening to you, and it's miles away. And they come to check out the Summit Ridge, so that's great.
That's awesome. That's very rewarding, Randy.
Yeah, on both parts.
For saying that. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, the old car lovers and any vehicle, but a lot of times they're looking for something to do. I mean, you want to take it out and you want to get the carbon out of it,
Yes, and it's a good drive.
And it's a good drive, yeah.
You can't just go around the block and park it in line, because it's a 7-8 mile drive there, any which direction you come, and if you got a couple young ones or that, bring them up. We got a bouncy house. All we got to do is plug it in. It's up every Thursday night for the kids to jump around in. So yeah. So
otherwise, the adults jump around when the band plays.
There's a lot of stories, but I don't want to go there.
Oh my goodness.
We keep it clean.
So, well, we appreciate you coming down here. The crop's looking all right on your farm too?
I just finished soybean spraying this morning, and they look good, and well, I just hope the price comes up a little bit. I ain't looking to get rich, but help pay for the time you put involved in it and expenses. But
right.
Yeah.
You kind of got the best of both worlds because, out in the tractor, you can kind of, clear your mind and then then go back to work.
Go take a shower or go up to the summit. And,
be a greeter at the
hello,
summit.
Folks. So, it's all great. It's all great, Phil, I tell you. And, we got good people coming in, and it's awesome.
Great. So then this Saturday, kind of recapping.
Yep,
you got
this
the
Saturday,
big doings.
We got the poker run starting at 10:30. Stop at the summit, grab your card, and away you go. And you got to be back by 6:30. There's only 7 stops. And then 8 o'clock, the big band, the Blue Collar 40s playing for our 7-year anniversary. They're playing until midnight. So, yeah.
And I've heard good things about your prime rib on Saturday night. So
you know what? I don't brag about it. That's for you to come up and try there,
we'll
Phil.
We'll have to do
brag.
that. I'll be on Saturday night. I'll have to put on a long record and come up there. And then
I should have brought you some now, but it wouldn't have been fresh.
That's all right. Randy, so good to meet you. Thanks for coming down to see us.
Hey, I'm glad you guys had me here. So on behalf of Summit Ridge and Terry and Jen, myself, we want to thank you guys.
You bet. We hope people will take a drive and take in those Thursday night car shows. And again, Hogs for Heroes coming up on June 28th. You guys do a lot for the community, so thank you.
Google that Hogs for Heroes or that the poker run, because you do not have to be a member of the Local 139 for that. So it's a good little event.
Great to learn about it. Keep us posted, Randy.
You bet. I will.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Randy Enos of Summit Ridge Supper Club. Check them out. They're on Highway 58. You go up the hill, heading to Mauston, and you'll find them right there along the road. Thanks for joining us on The Morning Show.